everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel and welcome to the first day of the new year. So in this video I want to talk about the year 2022 and just the general vibe, the frequency, the energy of 2022. So this message or thought that I have that I want to convey is obviously based on the experiences of the last couple of years and what I intuitively kind of feel or just feeling what I perceive is going to unfold in the year 2022. Now, coming from the year 2021, which has been a year of progress and challenges both. So in some areas of life, we have healed ourselves and we have kind of made a conscious decision. We have decided, we have made a choice to heal ourselves, to move forward. Now that healing may be still in process. We have not achieved the end result yet, but we are still, nevertheless, we are in the process of getting to where we want to go, where we feel a bit more balanced and more harmonious with our own self, with our own being and our surroundings. And that's what 2020 and 2021 has taught us through challenges, both on global and personal level, because the global challenge, the pandemic in 2022, really brought us down to our own means, our own values, belief. How we tackle, how we handle the situation is all down to us. And many people have really looked within, your own strength, your own values, your own belief system to find answers. So it's not always external things that bring a solution. It's mostly what is really within you, what you're made of is going to ultimately bring you a solution. So 2020 and 2021 has been those kind of years. Now the year 2020 was more of a realization of where we are. Where are we happy with our situation? Why are we in that situation? If we are not happy with it, why don't we make some changes, movement, to be in that place where we are more balanced with our own being. And the year 2021, I feel, was a little bit more about progress and moving in that direction that you want to, for the freedom and the stability and harmony that we want to seek in our life and in our environment, in our family, in our domestic life and with people around. But the progress has been faced with a lot of challenges, most definitely. But we are now at a junction, at a point that we are a little bit more hopeful with the year 2022, because we have done part of the healing, not the complete healing, but we are making progress. And those who feel that we have not made any progress in the last year, I think what we really need to recognize is our awareness of where we were and where we are now. The progress that we have made, and progress is not always in terms of achieving something or succeeding at something. It's also to do with awareness, to recognize that there's a need for healing in our life. And that's what is going to be a major theme for 2022. That's what I believe. Now 2022 from the numerology point of view is the number 6. So 2022 adds up to 6. Now number 6 is considered very perfect and unique number in numerology. It is associated with your sense of balance, stability and harmony, the need to bring these energy in life. Now moving on from the year 2021, I think the year 2022 presents us this opportunity to really balance ourselves, ground ourselves, because number 6 is also to do with your sense of grounding, your emotional foundation, your physical foundation is also there, because number 6 is an earthly kind of number and is associated with material things, but it's a lot to do with your emotional foundation, because ultimately your sense of harmony and stability comes from your own emotional balance, your sense of belonging and your balanced emotional behavior. That's what the true emotional grounding comes from. So this year 2022, because it starts with a retrograde Venus energy in the sign of Capricorn, so it's a lot about balancing yourself on a more realistic level, more practical. Make goals, write down what you want to achieve in terms of relationship, in terms of your own sense of harmony, your responsibility, your own sense of stability, whatever that might be. If you feel responsible in your home matters or with your own life, your inner life, this retrograde Venus energy in the sign of Capricorn that the year begins with kind of tells us that that emotional foundation, the emotional stability that we seek can be achieved if we are kind to ourselves, if we are more realistic, practical with what we want to achieve. We must lead from a place of self-love and self-care. That's the most important thing, I really think that, because the energy that you're putting out in the world is what you are. You bring to the world what you are. You know what your domestic behavior is, what your internal behavior is. If you're unhealed and carry a negative behavior within yourself, you will bring that energy outwardly, and that's what it's about. And the choices that you'll make, decisions that you'll make, will be from that unhealed place. Now, this Venus retrograde in Capricorn is definitely about building and reassessing what needs to change, what needs to be strengthened, and all these needs to be done on a very realistic level, very practical. So this is not based on unrealistic goals. This is based on real goals of your own, self-healing, self-love, and really taking care of your own needs and wants, and really balancing your behavior, emotional behavior. Because once you're balanced in your emotional self is balanced, then what you can do is you can really make those correct decisions and choices that is good for you. And that's where it starts. What is good for you? That's what you need to decide on. And when you decide and you're happy within, you are nurtured within, then you can bring that energy in your surrounding. And this way you can create a more balanced sense of beauty and uniqueness in your surrounding and within yourself. So definitely 2022 is about getting past those old patterns, limiting patterns that is holding you down, that is keeping you from realizing your true self. And that true self truly begins by looking within yourself, where you are in your life during this time. Now, number 6 in tarot is related to the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is usually a Gemini energy, but here it's more about making the choices and the decisions in your life. And sometimes it can be a case between what your head wants and what your heart desires. So it's about balancing your what you love and what practical needs are in life. So making those informed decision, the choices in life is very important. And whether you lead from a head place or a heart place, whether you do things that you love or things that you think is practical, that's what you need in life at this point of time. That's the decision that's entirely yours. But at least it comes from a balanced place. You're fully aware what you're doing. Now that's what 2022 is. And that's the energy you truly can embody and can really live these messages. Now when Venus goes direct later on in Capricorn, you will be maybe making more decisions from a practical point of view than what you love. Now with Venus in Capricorn, you will be probably more eager to make decisions in life that is more on from practical, realistic place rather than something you love or something you dream about. Now decisions made based on practical and realistic things does not mean it will not give you a sense of stability and sense of harmony. So just be mindful, whatever decisions you make it from a more compassionate and kind and loving place, mostly towards yourself and towards others as well. But the most important thing for this year to begin with is awareness of your own healing, awareness of the self-love, the love that you need within yourself, by yourself, towards yourself to achieve the healing. So this is the main message of 2022, to heal yourself and really have more awareness to live the life that you want to live and make those decisions, the choices that you want to make to, that will set you on that path to progress and freedom and growth, soul growth, spiritual growth. So balance your energy and lead from a place of self-compassion. Now the year 2022, from astrological point of view, the most important aspect of 2022 is the Jupiter conjunction with Neptune in the sign of Pisces in April 2022. And why is it the most important? Because first of all, the place we are in at this point is about conscious awareness, spiritual awareness, so that we can move forward. Because at the end of the day, material and earthly awareness can only take us this far. If you're not spiritually awake, if you're not conscious of your what you need, and if you're not healing yourself, you will not be able to go beyond your limitations. So 2022 is about awareness, it's about stability, harmony, it's about compassion, it's about sympathy, sensitivity, growth, expansion, progress, and all that. But all these first needs to begin from a more spiritual place, and then it can transcend into other aspects of life. But to have that awareness within yourself is, I think it's the most important thing, because unless you are aware, unless you're healing yourself, unless you are leaving behind past limiting energies, the progress cannot be achieved. So definitely lead from a place where you are a little bit more conscious of where the path you're going on, but you are not going on that path with a shaky foundation. Because if you don't heal yourself, your foundation is going to be shaky and won't be stable. So the entire goal of the year 2020 is to achieve stability, and that can only come about in your life if you have healed past pattern and not carrying that emotional baggage with you, going forward in the year 2022. Now you ask, how do you achieve this balance? How do you achieve this awareness? How do you heal all these past conditioning and these whatever you have gone through in the past, and how do you heal these negative energy in your life? The first thing I think would come from recognizing it, and at the end of the day, not giving it too much thought. Now that may seem counterproductive, but when we start giving too much thought to negative things, when we are in our mind thinking a lot about what was and why was it, why did it happen in my life, or whatever that might be, what we are doing is we are creating that reality, because what you think is what you become. Now if your self-pitying is not the answer, most definitely not, and definitely not in 2022, because Jupiter in Pisces is about compassion towards yourself. It's Neptune is already there since 2012 and will be there until 2026. So everybody is already feeling this gradual spiritual awakening that is already happening collectively and even personally. Many are going through personally as well. Now, how you really tap into this collective energy is through awareness, is through being more conscious of where we're heading and what you want in your life, and by recognizing these old patterns, negative pattern, and releasing them, getting beyond what is stopping you from growing, what is keeping you stuck in old pattern. Now this will come from really making a conscious decision of not letting the past affect you, and that is by giving it less thought. Don't think about it much, move forward, really make a conscious decision. Now if you're not able to do it yourself, I really think meditation, yoga, getting out in nature, all this really helps a lot. And do things that you love, even if it is practical things or creative thing or just artistic, imaginative, whatever really brings you joy, really reboots your mood, really helps you in processing your thought, rather than just keeping the negative thoughts and patterns on a repeat in your mind. Do things that takes you out, go in the nature, form relationship, meet people, all these things is going to definitely, and share your experience as well, because when you share experience, you learn from others and you also teach other people. So most definitely, if you are sharing your whatever you want to achieve going forward, or where you are coming from, the healing that you have done, sharing is great. And I really personally definitely going to recommend meditation, and yoga is absolutely great. Even if you do for 5 minutes a day, it really helps clear your thoughts. But obviously if you can do like at least 15 minutes a day, that's fantastic. Or just go out in nature, just make it a regular routine to get out in nature, to just take in that earth the smell of the earth and the nature, the sound of the nature and all that is so healing. So definitely if you do this, it really can help you progress and make that choice. You can make that choice to consciously progress in your life after you have healed any past negative pattern, by releasing those past negative pattern and really not giving it too much thought. Now in the year 2022, one of the major shifts that's happening astrologically is the Taurus Scorpio eclipses. The eclipses will be on the Taurus Scorpio axis because the nodes are shifting from the Gemini Sagittarius to Taurus and Scorpio. Now this is where your maximum transformation is going to take place in the next 18 months. So starting January 2022 till July 2023, there's going to be a maximum transformation, or challenges or blockages or limitations is going to occur on this axis. So have a look at your chart where your Taurus and Scorpio sits, and that is the axis where you're going to feel maximum movement. Now with South Node in the sign of Scorpio, it's majorly asking you to release any kind of control or obsessive or fearful behavior that may be restricting your growth, maybe restricting your healing. If you make a conscious decision of moving forward in life, progressing, but where your South Node is sitting in your chart, if you are being obsessive and controlling in that area of life, it may be a kind of a counterproductive exercise. So during the year 2022, try to release any kind of obsessive, controlling aspect of your behavior in where your Scorpio sign sits. Now learning and lessons is through the Taurus North Node aspect. So wherever that is, that's how you will find your sense of stability, your sense of grounding and sense of progress as well, both materialistic and spiritual progress, because Taurus is about your value system as well, your self-worth, how you value yourself. So if you release any kind of obsessive limiting behavior and any kind of emotional baggages that might be in your life due to these controlling aspect of your life, or you're trying to control it or somebody else is trying to control you. If you release those energies, then you're able to move on to your North Node and Taurus energy and the house wherever it sits in your chart to find more emotional stability there, because 2022 is about awareness, healing and stability, and this can be achieved through really finding emotional balance by releasing negative patterns, controlling patterns. These things may be stemming from you. It may not necessarily be coming from external energy, external forces. It may just be you not being open enough, or you not being wanting to heal yourself because you feel the need to control a certain aspect of your life. So be more balanced, be more compassionate, be more nurturing in your life during this time towards yourself and in your environment too, with your family members and people you are interacting, connecting on a daily basis. And all this is going to really move you forward in the year 2022. And I think by the end of the year 2022, you will feel a little bit more as if you have progressed compared to what you felt in the year 2021, end of 2021. You may feel now that the progress has not been made as much as you want to make, but I think by the year of 2022, you will be in a different place, because the energies have shifted so much from what last couple of years felt like and what 2022 will feel like. So 2022 is definitely about making that choice, that decision to, move on that path that you want to move on. Now the year 2021, we had a Saturn square Uranus energy. So it was a lot a battle within ourselves, what we need, what we want, the freedom, the spiritual aspect, the ego, all that was quite clashing during this time. Our sense of structure and limiting restrictive factor in life, and our need for freedom, just to be free, feeling free. All these were definitely clashing, and any progress that you probably desired to make was, you're faced with challenges and limitations. But going forward in 2022, it's going to be a lot different. Also because in 2022 you will have this retrograde energy. Many planets, the personal planets will be retrograde. Mercury will be retrograde 4 times, and then there is Venus that starts the year in a retrograde motion, and towards the end of the year there's Mars that goes retrograde in Gemini. So there's a lot of retrograde energy in the year 2022. So it's a lot about introspection, going within for answers, and your healing. All that comes from within as well. So to eliminate any negative expression, negative behavior, and controlling, obsessive, fearful behavior, because sometimes we try to control things because of our own fears, and that fear comes from past conditioning, trauma, childhood conditioning. So this is the time to really, really have a more recognition, recognize your strength, accept whatever situation in life you are. So it's really about recognizing these old hidden patterns, the negative patterns in life, and learning to overcome that. And this overcoming process is not an easy one. It's can be a long winding path, but nevertheless 2022 is on some level 2020 has this energy, universal energy, to make progress spiritually. And if you're spiritually progressing, meaning you have created awareness within yourself that progress is through leaving past trauma, past negative pattern behind, not overthinking it, and not being controlling and obsessing about old patterns, and really moving forward, making that conscious decision to move forward through compassion towards yourself, nurturance towards yourself, kindness and love towards yourself, and then bring that energy in your environment. Now, going forward in the year 2022, I also feel the vibe of the chakras, the Kundalini, especially the upper chakras, the higher chakras, which is the throat chakra, your third eye, and the crown chakra. It's a great chance, a great opportunity in 2022 to develop all these energies. So there's a need and opportunity in 2022 to go beyond your personal instinct, your personal reality, and really bring your whatever you have learned, your healing, to wider perspective, to the wider audience, wider world. And this wider world may not be entire globe. It can be just in your community, it can be just in your family, within your relatives, friends, circle, whatever that is, just within your close-knit group as well. So expressing your truth, really practicing your throat chakra and truly expressing your truth, self-expression, both in words and action. So you're not just limiting yourself by just communicating an information or just processing the information and communicating it, but you're also living it, you're embodying it, and you are really showing how it's done. So 2022 also brings in this need to question your own belief system, your own values, and how to overcome any kind of negative energy, and really find a way to balance our throat chakra this year by really fully expressing our needs, fully expressing what we need as well, because you need to put that energy out to achieve something, to progress. You need to put that energy out, and really living your message in your daily life as well. Whatever you are preaching, whatever you're practicing, or whatever you have learned, really putting it out there for others to see and others to learn from. So in 2022, there's a great opportunity to really align yourself with what you're doing and what you're feeling and what you're doing. Now, balancing our throat chakra will really give us this opportunity to bring more awareness in our existence, and this way we can really connect with our higher vibration, our higher energy, our higher frequency, and this can be achieved, and this is what third eye chakra is all about, to not overthink and definitely not think negative things that is limiting and restrictive, and just move forward, because all the limiting thoughts is not going to move you forward. So not give too much importance to negative thought patterns as well, because at the end of the day, what we think is what we become, you know. So leaving those, not giving too much importance to negative patterns. Once you have released yourself from negative, manipulative or toxic patterns in life, you are, you know, learning to move forward. And sometimes you may still be overthinking about those things, even though you have made the progress. So bring awareness and just practice not to think too much about negative things in life. And this is how you can create more awareness and, you know, vibrate on a higher level, you know, higher frequency. And this is what Neptune in Pisces is about. And with Jupiter conjunction in Neptune, this is the ultimate message: to think beyond yourself, to, you know, not limit yourself, to really think beyond your limiting patterns, to, you know, neutralize your thought process, and, you know, don't have these uncontrollable negative thought process that is just limiting you. It's about bringing that love, compassion in your own thought process for yourself, so that you can really free yourself from negativity, you know, and move forward with love and, you know, just sensitivity towards your own needs. Now, with the balancing of your thoughts and communication and what you feel, what you do, by practicing all this, you can connect truly to the, you know, higher vibration and with the collective conscious and with the collective mindset. And, you know, this can promote further healing and ultimate healing as well, because awareness, recognition, and you know, consciously making that decision, the choice to move forward in life, is going to ultimately heal you. And this is what year 2022 is about: to move forward in your healing, move forward with the choices, decision that you make that stabilizes you, brings harmony and balance in your life. So once you're on this path of healing, when Jupiter goes in the sign of Aries, it's time to really express your individual needs, your self-image, be expansive, be more focused on your needs, your personal destiny, your how you project yourself. So start from a place of healing, awareness of what you want in life, and then that will help you grow and start this new Jupiter cycle from 2023. But you will get a preview of Jupiter in Aries in the month of May until about end of October. So you will have this Jupiter in Aries preview as well, which you will get from 2023 onwards, which is a new Jupiter cycle of 12 years. So that's a new process. Now, you don't want to start that new process with, you know, unhealed energy. So definitely use the first part of 2022 to recognize any limiting patterns and, you know, bring stability and harmony by consciously creating awareness in your situation, in your life, and bring that energy within yourself through self-love, self-compassion, and just heal yourself through, you know, focusing a lot on you as well. And that will surely bring that energy outwardly too going forward. So this is the opportunity I feel is available in the year 2022. Now, the process is never easy. It's always gradual. It's always slow moving. So if you are faced with challenges going forward, or any kind of blockages, obstacles, the most important thing is to continue to be focused on what you're trying to achieve. Continue to focus on your own healing and your progress and the freedom that you want in life, in whichever areas of life you want to achieve, whether it's within yourself, within your family matters, in your relationship, in your career, job, finances, friends, or close ties, parents, siblings, whatever that might be. If you are healing yourself from within, then only you get the true answer, and the true answer does lie within yourself. So I hope you can consciously use this 2022 energy, you know, this blessed energy that there is available in 2022 to really make progress. And surely you can, because the possibilities are there, the opportunities are there in 2022. But it's very, very important that you're connecting with those possibilities, opportunities, and energies. So thank you very much for watching this 2022 energy, my intuitive energy, that what I'm feeling, and this message. I really wanted to send it out to all you lovely people. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful 2022. Thank you. Have a good day.